We have some very sad news to report today about the loss of three true American heroes: Daniel Hegland, Howard Bischoff, and Robert Lever. According to the city's Department of Mental and Physical Hygiene, thousands of individuals, including rescue, recovery, and cleanup workers, and people who lived, worked, or went to school in Lower Manhattan on September 11th, have developed chronic and often co-occurring mental and physical health conditions. So a lot of people are unaware of this, but it's an epidemic of first responders and people who lived in the area who have developed debilitating diseases and chronic problems. One of the things that I keep coming across in articles about this, it's like Gulf War-like symptoms. Okay, constant fever, shakes, you're hot and cold at the same time, headaches, vomiting, debilitating pain. And remember, Congress at first blocked a bill which would pay for all of the health care costs of these heroes. You know what it took in order to get that bill through? I'm not kidding about this. It took Jon Stewart covering the story. If I'm not mistaken, I think he covered it for a few days straight, maybe a week straight, and just sat down and did interviews with people like the husbands or the wives of the people who were down in the area and a lot of the first responders. And they basically described, like, yeah, it's been hell. We can't get our medical bills paid. We don't have insurance for reason X, Y, and Z, and the government's not helping us. They're just not picking up the slack. In fact, I remember in Michael Moore's documentary Sicko about the healthcare system, he literally took some 9/11 first responders to Cuba to try to get them healthcare over there because they weren't getting it here. So it took Jon Stewart doing that show, and then, and all credit to them, this may be the first time in secular talk history I'm going to give credit to them, but credit to Fox News, because after Jon Stewart covered it, then Fox News picked it up. I think it was Shep Smith who picked it up, who's the most reasonable guy on Fox News, and he hammered away on it for a while, and then eventually that got Congress to resurrect the bill, and then they passed it. Okay, do you have any idea what it takes to do what they did? I try to put myself in their shoes. I can't. I'm a pussy. I'll admit it. I'm a little bitch. You know, you're supposed to go down to a place where buildings just collapse, where one building just collapsed or both buildings just collapsed after a terrorist attack. You have no clue how dangerous that is, what can happen, what you're going to see, the PTSD you're almost guaranteed to get. Now we learn the physical problems too. And could you imagine how people felt when they're in the rubble, hanging on to life by a thread, and they see somebody wearing that fireman's outfit or the police officer's outfit, and they help them, and they save their lives? Could you imagine the relief you feel when you look up and you see the first responders digging through the rubble to save your fucking life? And then after that happens, when they get sick, the government drags their feet before they pick up the tab for their health care.